So as I mentioned, main communication will be run through Microsoft Teams, and in here we can have discussions. So please, if you have any Facebook Messenger groups or other chats like WhatsApp or other things to discuss some course problems, topics, please move all these discussions to the Teams and do all the communication inside the Teams platform. So why you should do this? If you discuss all the things regarding this course inside Teams, I will see your discussions. I will see the problems you have during the semester, and I can join your discussion at any moment, and I can guide you if I see what you are misleading or somebody is providing wrong tips or tricks for other. So I can just go and share with you some additional tips how to do the work faster, better, and so on. So in Teams, we have several locations. So homepage, it's SharePoint homepage. In here, we should see basic information about our course. I was using automatic creation of homepage, and some parts are in Lithuanian, so I will try to fix it later. Mostly in homepage, you can see basic tasks, coming events, and yeah, the teacher and some learning content which is provided inside the platform. Next part is class notebook. Class notebook is electronic notebook. We use OneNote. It's Microsoft notebook. And in our class, we will use electronic. All things will be electronic. So it means we will use cloud-based platforms. We will use tools to create virtual buildings and so on. And our notes should be also digital in electronic format. So in this platform, each user has his own notebook. In the notebook, he has sections like exams, homework, tests, lab works, and you should put some notes inside this location. You can copy notes from the teacher page. So in the teacher only, okay, content library. So in content library, I provide some tips about lectures, what we should do during our lectures. So some tips are here. Also some recommendations regarding our course, some useful tips, links, and so on. Next part is basic information how to use content library. And I think one useful section which called effective notes. So in here, I tried to collect some ideas how to create notes for your studies. So what techniques you should use for your note taking, and you can read interesting articles and maybe find useful tips for your semester, not only my course, but all other courses. So any of these notes, you can just click the right mouse, you can click copy and copy paste it to your notebook. And OneNote works on mobile phone. So I highly recommend to install this app inside your mobile phone. And you can, if the teacher shares with you some paper material, you can scan the paper material and you can get results nicely in your notes. You can make audio recordings, you can put some video recordings, and you have nice notes which will be not lose or lost if, I don't know, you leave it somewhere in the university, forget it. And the notes will be always in the cloud, and you can do note taking at any moment. So digital note taking, you should use this one. Okay, next part is called assignments. So in here, we will have all the course assignments, which we should do during semester. So now at the moment, we have assignments for preparation work. Let's remember what we forgot, and some feedback survey, which will give me some additional information about you, about your vision, what you want to learn from this course, and so on. Next part is grades. So in here, you will see your grades. I will provide grading here. Reflections. Sometimes I will try to, I don't know, use this interesting tool, reflections. So it helps to collect class reflections. So let's say if I select a question, how are you feeling today? Let's try to use it. Okay, schedule your check-in. Let's try to use it right now. And you click reflections and you can see how the class is feeling. And if I go to the general page, you can see these faces. And let's say I am happy and I can provide reflection. So try this tool right now. Just click on in general channel, click on the reflections and provide your feeling emoji. Next part, insights. In insights, I see some statistical information, how often you go to this Teams page, are you checking learning material or not? So for me, system provides some basic data to understand better how you are using my learning material. So like I mentioned, in general part, we can discuss general questions. I will share general important information in general channel. All other channels are related to the work which we will do. So we will do 6 lab works, 2 homeworks, and 1 test. And the last one will be exam. So lab works are divided to all the semesters. So each lab work takes a small part of our course, and I tried to cut all the course into smaller parts. So it means 6 lab works is to divide large course to smaller parts and to represent information by small pieces, so you can consume it and get better results from your learning. Okay, so now we will need to jump to other platforms. Before that, in the file section, you can find all video recordings from earlier or last classes 1 or 2 years ago. So I think in general part, now I don't find it so quick, but it should be in the section files. It should be, you should see class learning material. Okay, channel, maybe general. Okay, not here. So I will try to find and remind you or give you a link inside our chat. Okay, next important tool is Clockify. So in your emails, you should get this invitation to join Clockify. So Clockify is a tool to track time. So time tracking tool. So in time tracking tool, I just select important tasks or projects, and I track time for this task to finish. So lab work 0. Let's say I select the lab work 0, preparation works, and now the system is tracking my time, how much time I am spending on lab work. And in our company, we also are doing time tracking. So we need to always provide to our managers how much time we spend on creating drawings, creating models, creating or doing any other stuff. Let's say if I just have some communication with my team, I just put some not billable hours in my schedule, and I say, okay, my manager, I needed some time to discuss some questions with my colleagues, and I spend, let's say, 20 minutes a day on this task. So this part is very important, and all freelancers use the similar tools, and they track time, and based on the time they write bills and get the money from the clients. So I want to implement the same tool for our course. And also you can create your own project or your own workspace and do time tracking of your other courses. And this time tracking gives you feedback, how much hours you spend on doing some work. Do you have procrastinated a lot or not? Let's say you think you spend 2 hours on learning some material, and during these 2 hours you spend some time on TikTok, on Messenger, maybe watched some TV show, and in total it looks like you spend only half hour productive work on, and all other time was lost in just procrastination. And if you use this tool, you can let's say go to dashboards, and you can see how much time you spend on some topics, get reports, and make decisions on your time management. And of course, if you know how to control your time, you can achieve any goals in your life. So the most important part is time is money, so learn how to plan time, and of course priorities. If you nicely assign priorities, you can plan your goals, your tasks, and get nice results, and I don't know, become what you want to become. So during our class and during your work, personal work on our course, please use this Clockify tool to check time, how much you spend on each lab work, each homework, on learning process, and so on. I know this is new habit to create or to form, so it needs some practice, some time. I also have some struggling using such kind of tools, but I think if you will do it each day, it will become like a habit, and it will be easy to get nice results. So this app works also on a mobile phone, so you can install this app on mobile phones and begin time tracking on mobile phone. And if you install it on your personal computer, it has a special feature, auto time tracking. So it means it records what you are doing. Basically, let's say if you are working with Revit application, if you are watching YouTube, so it tracks this information. This information is not sent to any cloud. You, as the user, decide which data should be sent to the cloud, to the project manager, and so on. So for your personal reporting or checking out how you are working with time, you can, yes, use this tool. And this, in this case, you don't need to, let's say, click each time if you start a new project or a new task. Okay, time tracking. Let's go to next topic. So next important part or tool will be Planary. So the main learning material will be provided in the platform Planary. So also you should got the invitation in your emails to connect to the Planary. So please check it out and connect to this platform. So shortly, I will introduce this platform, and this platform is a tool for real projects. In real projects, we use this tool to create the notes and requirements for the project. So each team has a connection to this platform, and everybody can see what we need to do and what are the requirements for the project. And it's a little bit like Moodle, in which you put some content, and anybody can connect and use it. So in real projects, in real companies, Moodle is not used. Maybe for training, HR maybe use it for training, but mainly we use professional tools. So during my class, I try to show you the top in class tools and platforms which are used in day-to-day projects. So I try to show you latest tools. It of course gives you a little bit maybe problems because you need to learn quickly new tools, new things. But my thinking is, if I show you, if you saw it, you try to implement it in your day-to-day life. And if you go to the company, maybe you can suggest to implement these new innovative work tools inside company environment, and you can get maybe nice recommendations from your directors and so on. Okay, so in the first page, when you open the plenary, you can see the team. So in here, you can see all the team, which is in the course. Also, you can see the managers. And for simulation purpose, I created additional disciplines like owner, architect, structural engineer, contractor, mechanical engineer, electrical engineer, plumbing engineer, surveyor, and cost manager. Of course, in real projects, we have much more disciplines which are doing some works. And during our simulation, project simulation, we will use engineers and designers. So you will be designers who will design the building and create it for the project. In here, you can see quick links. So if you click on quick links, you can jump to nice project locations. So if you click Clockify, you will jump in Clockify application. If you click Teams, you can go back to the Teams. Also, we have a common data environment, Trimble Connect, YouTube channel for videos, learning videos, and ebooks, SharePoint, and other useful content. Next part is plan. In the plan part, you can see text information which explains how to do some parts. So in this simulation, I try to put all the things from real projects, but in reality, in our project, we will use just BIM execution plan. So it means a plan how to execute the project. And all other parts like organization information requirements, project information requirements, exchange information requirements is just for your information. You can just go check it out, how it looks in real projects, and for your understanding what is BIM and how it works. And also another topics like risks, mobilize, lessons, matrix of responsibility, meetings, and glossary, which explains some terms and how to. In here, you can find also some tips how to use this platform and how all this BIM stuff works. So main part is, of course, BIM execution plan. In here, I provide information how to do the project and what are the requirements for the project. All the information is in two parts, so it means in black color, mainly English part, and also in red color, it's Lithuanian part, because in our project, we have a team from Lithuanian class and from your multinational English class. So using this tool, I try to simulate and show for all the team one project to simulate the real environment. Because in our projects, we also work with Swiss companies, German companies, Belgian companies, and we are using also similar tools to do the work. So in here, you just click on the topic and you can see English information, some notes, some training videos, which you should watch. And of course, all this content you need to consume during our semester. Each time I will try to guide you to some parts of this BIM execution plan to explain all the things what we have here. And next important tool for our class is Trimble Connect. So in your emails, you should have Tekla Online. So Tekla Online is to connect to the basically to this Trimble platform. You create your account, and the next step is to go to Trimble Connect and connect to Trimble Connect common data environment. In here, you will see main project. So this is our project, and this platform will be used to share all the file material. So all the text material on learning material is in Planary. All the files, what you do, all the results will be shared in the Trimble Connect. So we have documentation, task, shared, and published documents. So in shared, we will share our project files. In the published documents, we will share our final project files like PDF files and so on. Also, I provide documentation, some project examples, templates, schedules, and other things. About that, we will talk next time, next week maybe. Okay, so let's see what we have in the Planary platform. In the Planary platform, we have special tool which is called Scope. So in the Scope, you can see all the tasks are divided into weeks. So we have week number 1, week 2, week 3, and we can see, okay, I need to rename weeks to represent week in English also. And week number 17, beginning of Christmas time. So we should finalize our project and see the final results. So mainly what we will do during our course, so preparation step, next step is concept creation, general preparation of the model, site plans, foundation, walls, floor, slabs, roof, and roof scope, stairs, ramp scope, and documentation. The final phase, create all the documentation of the project. So these are the basic topics for all our lab works, all our work, what we will do during our course. Now I will go inside these topics and go into deeper details. So I expand the folders and the groups, and in each folder and group you can see nice pictures, and pictures represent what you need to do each week. So let's say we have week number 2. So during this week, I need to finish all these tasks which are provided in this column. And I can go through all the project, and all the project is divided into smaller parts. If I go to retaining walls, I see retaining walls interior skin, earth walls, and so on. I see foundation piles, and a lot of smaller parts of the project. So sometimes if you want to eat a large elephant, you need to cut it into smaller pieces to eat it. So the project is also a big thing, and you need to divide it into smaller parts and do it step by step, small steps, and you can achieve the results. Okay, so let's see. First step, survey. So let's jump to this task. Also, you can jump to this task from assignments. In assignments, you can click preparatory work, and if I go to student view, you can click complete the survey. And let's give 10 minutes or less, let's maybe 6 minutes to complete the survey. So connect to the survey and do the survey. So time, I will try to find timer. Okay, let's give maybe 6 minutes. let's see how it goes. Okay, time runs, so fill the survey. And after filling the survey, we will continue. So the task of the survey is to get some information from you about what are your expectations from this course, what you want to achieve, and so on. So I know I will get some info. I can make some decisions and provide you maybe better course content. Did you found the survey? Anybody needs maybe some help? No. Of course, you can choose language in the survey. You have the possibility to change language. We have 2 languages. So main is, I think, English. Do you need extra time? Okay. So let me know when you finish. And also I will share you some key badge from my course. So it's BIM course key badge. I printed it on my PD printer. So you can assign it attached to your keys for this semester. So you can choose blue or white color. And yeah. So in our company, we also have 3D printers, print projects, and yeah, at home I also play a little bit with this interesting tool. Maybe somebody of you have some 3D printers? No? Okay, maybe in future. Now the price is dropping, so the first 3D printer I bought, it cost 50 euros. It was Kickstarter project, and yeah, so the printer was cheap, but to get it to Lithuania, it costs the border taxes and so on. So instead of 50 euros, it cost me about 100 euros. And the latest printer, so it's I think about 300 euros. It's some simple 3D printer. Okay. So if you need extra time, you can listen and complete the survey. So now I will show additional tools and features of these platforms. So in Planary, we have, like I mentioned, for each task, special card, and this card gives us information what we need to do in this card. So let's say survey card represents information, and it gives you checklist, attachments, and information requirements. So now I created checklist, but this platform is mostly for the project design. In our class, we have, let's say, not only one project, but each of you will make a project. So in this case, it's a little bit hard to implement student learning project inside the real project tool. To make simplification, maybe to do some modifications, especially for learning purpose. So this checklist, I think I will check maybe by myself, because if I check what the survey is completed, I think this same check will work for everybody of you, and it will be checked in all your platforms. So it means if somebody of you will do some checking or deleting every bit, it will change in everybody cards. And in this case, if we, let's say, make one project and you are one design team, so it's okay. But now we have, let's say, small design teams which will create separate projects. So in this case, me as BIM manager will try to organize this checking list maybe. And of course, in any activity, you can write comments. So you can say, hello, maybe, and I need help. Something like that, yeah. And you can put the comment, and I will see the person who is asking for help on this topic, on this task, and we can make a Teams call or discuss the problem later in the Teams chat. Let's go to next part. It's a brief introduction to the course. So in the course, we have a brief introduction. So I explained you some parts of the course. So more about basic knowledge about BIM is provided in, like I mentioned, in the plan section. And in the plan section, we have introduction part. So in introduction part, you open, you read short info, you watch videos, and yeah, introduction part is complete. And later, from all this theoretical part, I will make a test, and some questions will jump from this BIM execution plan in your questionnaire. So you should check it out, the learning material, and see some tips and guidance, what is BIM and how it works. So during the course, during our project, I will try to remind you some basic things and include some basic parts inside our course. So till next week, as introduction, you should just go inside, check it out, see the navigation. So you need to introduce all these platforms to your brain, so your brain accepts this new information, new platforms, new tools. Because if you will not spend some time on these things, it will be rejected by your brain, and you will not like the platforms. Oh, the teacher gives us a lot of things. Oh, it's terrible. We want Moodle, help us. My recommendation for students, try to form new habit each day, 10-15 minutes spend on all these new tools, just to scroll out, go through the menus, open tools, open things. Don't do a lot of, let's say, hard work. Just go through navigation, through menus and so on. So you adapt, you feel you know how to use keyboard, mouse, and how to use menus, and where is located the information. The most important part, you need to understand where is information located. And each day doing this, it will be like a gym habit. If you want to, let's say, have six-pack or something like that, you need to practice in the gym each day, each week, and so on. So the same is here. We need to practice with our brain. We need to do some exercise each day to get nice results. Okay, so BIM execution plan, plenary, how it works, LON, so level of information need. What is BIM? Building information modeling, maturity levels of BIM, participants of BIM projects, and common data environments. So these are main topics of this introduction part. Presenting of the work progress. So during our class, like I mentioned, we will have lab works, 6 lab works, 2 homeworks, test, and exam of our course. So evaluation marks are presented, I think, in here. Let's check it out. Yes, so these are full-time studies. What are elevation marks? So here you can see what are how the grading system will work. So each lab work, homework is divided into smaller parts, and you will collect grades from all these smaller parts. So if we look, let's say, for example, I will show you example of lab work number 1 and multi-criteria elevation. Okay, assignments, and let's see, lab work number 1. And in lab work number 1, we will need to create concept, project orientation, space, and other tasks. And the grade will be provided you the multi-criteria table. And in here, I go through your project and I look, do you have created grids? If it's created, yes, I give you outstanding 3 points. If it's has some mistakes, typical points, and if it's almost on the line, so it's thresholded, and if it's completely bad, so I put 0 fail. So by checking all these parameters, you get the final grade for each lab work, and later you can see the total grade of the semester. So in exam, we will have 3 questions. 1 question will be test, theoretical question. Second question, we will need to create reinforcement drawing for the concrete beam. And the third question will be the same as in test question. You will need to complete and fix the broken house building. Okay. And of course, each time I will try to introduce more parts of this courses. Next part, working tools. So this part, I think, is a very important part. And you need to prepare all the tools for work before you start the course. So first, I send you some invitations to some tools. So plenary is almost done. Yeah. So the last part of each platform, each new tool, you need to nicely create your profile. So if I go to my profile in the plenary, you put nice professional photo or basic photo. Photo should be representative as the photo for your CVs. If you want to find a new job, photo should not be like from beach with your glass, with some beer in your hand, something like that, with friends and so on. It's better to have solo photo with nice background, white, or maybe some environment and so on. And almost all the phones can do nice profile photos. So if you don't have such one, just ask your friend or colleague to help you to take nice selfie and use this selfie for your presentation for your all the profiles. Next thing is name and surname and email. So use your work email. Your work email is Vilnius Tech email. Don't put your personal data like mobile phone. If you have work phone, let's say, so you can put it here. Your company is Vilnius Tech, so it means you are now working in Vilnius Tech. Your job title is student, so use this basic data and fill all the information. If you need more data for filling information, you can go to Vilnius Tech as the main platform, and you just go to the bottom part and you can find all the basic registry data for this institution. Okay, we can change language, and here you can see university name, address, for international students, yes, for general information, legal entrance, what, payment codes, and so on. So profile is very important because through the profile, I can see your information, and also regarding the profiles, I highly recommend to create a LinkedIn profile for future work possibilities. And if you show nice results in my course, I will try to discuss your position, maybe position in our company, in Swiss company. So if you want to work in an international company or do a practice in international companies, so please provide more effort and show good results, and maybe you can join our team in our company. Okay, what are other tools? So next tool. So in first semester, basically on our course material, you should have some basic information of AutoCAD, CAD-based tool. Did you have any CAD course? AutoCAD? Do you know what is AutoCAD? Okay. So in this semester, we will use Civil 3D. So it's AutoCAD with some upgrade for civil engineers, for road design, for surveyors, and so on. And basically, we will use this tool to find location of our site or our plot on the ground to see and to create our projects in the correct position. So in your machines, I recommend to install this Civil 3D application. All the applications links are provided here. All the software for students is free for semester or for study years. So you go connect to this platform, use Vilnius Tech email, create your nice profile. I think you need to provide some proof you are a student. So you should ask our departments to give you some letter of notice or something like that, or maybe take a photo of your student ID card. And then you create your login, you can put this information. So Civil 3D is located in here. You click Get Started. You connect to your student account. Of course, double security, always good. Annoying, but good. And get out to the software, and here click Get Software, select Windows 23 version, English. If you prefer any other language, you can choose any other language. In our course, mainly we will use English, but if you prefer any other, so it's up to you. Now, if you have a good internet connection and a stable one, so you should click maybe install. It will install basic features and so on. If you want more control on installation and do some settings, modifications, I recommend to use download. It will download the package and you can make installation from your machine. Another program which should be installed, so from here is Autodesk Revit. So this tool will be the main tool for our course, and we will do our project inside this platform. So also I recommend to use maybe download installation if you want fast results, but in simple installation, not all the things can be installed. So later we need to do some upgrade maybe. And installation file can take quite a lot of space, maybe 20 gigabytes, something like that. So you need maybe leave it during the night to download all the information and so on. So Revit, as I mentioned, is the main tool for our platform. Next is Trimble Connect for Windows. So in Trimble Connect, we can use all the web-based platform, but in this case, we can install a Trimble connector inside our desktop machine. So you can install Trimble Connect for Windows, so it will be installed in your Windows machine. Also, you can install Trimble Connect Synchronizer, so it will sync the cloud data to your machine. So if you don't have internet, you can do some work inside your machine and later sync back the data to the cloud platform. And at the moment, we don't have the latest Revit version 2023 for Trimble Connect for Revit. So it means if we have this add-in, you can click and it automatically sends your project results to the cloud, makes a copy and creates new version. Also, we have additional tools, but we don't need them. Also, you can install Trimble Connect mobile version and see all your project results and all the files through your mobile version. Okay, Trimble Connect, great. About OneNote, so OneNote is automatically integrated in your Office package if you click all apps of Microsoft. So here you can see all the apps and you can do all the work inside your Edge browser. You don't need to do any work on other platform. You don't need the desktop version. And of course, web or web browser-based applications a little bit maybe slow and not all the functions are shown. So yeah, if you use often the tool, so it's good to have desktop version. And Edge, I recommend to use Edge browser because it has integration directly to Vilnius Tech and Office 365. And now Edge is on the new platform, Chromium. So it means all the Google Chrome add-ins, extensions work on the Edge. So if you use Chrome, let's say, for your daily basis, you can jump and use Edge browser and it will have nice results. And also all the Microsoft Office platforms, you should create and put all the image and basic information about yourself to represent yourself professionally in the work environment. Teams also mobile version, desktop version, online version. Trimble Connect for Windows, okay. Adobe Acrobat Reader to open PDF files, and the main file for PDF, printing PDF files and editing PDF files. So we will use PDF 24. So please install this application, and it has a lot of files to split, modify, edit PDF files, recognize text in PDF files or images. So it's quite powerful tool. It's not so professional looking like Adobe tools, but it's for free. It's open source, so free and yeah. Next, Microsoft Edge, main browser for our course, Microsoft snipping tools. So snipping tools is to take some snips of your screen and you can just make a snipping. Let's say new snipping and put some comments, make Ctrl+C, and go to our course page in general or in the basic channels, and you create new conversation and post. So if you have any questions and you have struggling on some topics, so please make short video with mobile phone, with Teams or any other device. Create screenshots, put some comments on screenshots, and write short comment, and it will give me a lot of data from which I can make correct decision and provide you the best help and support for your problem to solve. If you just write, okay, teacher, I need help, I don't understand anything. So for me, it's also confusing from which part to help you. So by collaborating together, I think we can achieve any of the results. Microsoft Word for editing text documents in our course. Not a lot of these documents will be used, and also Autodesk mobile app to see what are the tools from Autodesk platform to see project data, and Autodesk Viewer, Trimble Connect mobile version, and of course Clockify in mobile, desktop, and online version. And additional extra tools which can improve your work performance. So it means it can automate some dimensions, can automate some other tasks in your Revit design projects, because Revit has some basic tools, but there are a lot of add-ins, small apps which can improve work performance. So here you will find some recommendations also. Regarding computer machines, what is the requirements for the system? So you can find here system requirements. If you plan to upgrade or buy a new laptop, so here you can see some basic requirements, what should be included in your machine to run basic student projects. So I think entry level configuration is good for students. Of course, in our work we use I think the best machines, workstations, and so on. So for students, it's not needed to buy extra powerful workstation machine. I think it's enough to have simple computer. Mostly gaming computers are good for such kind of topics. And of course, all the engineering programs mostly not work on Apple computers. So sorry, Apple lovers, you need to install Windows inside your computer and use Windows if you want to run Revit or other applications. Here are the file formats which we will use in our course, so please check it out. And these are the file name endings. If I go to documents, create new document, let's say Word document. So now I cannot see any file name ending, but if I go to options, view, and show hide file, no, not this one, hide extensions for the non-file types. And here I can see docs, so it represents docs files, Word, Microsoft Docs. So after dot, it represents file type, and you don't need to type this file name. Sometimes students just don't know and type like that, docs, and create a lot of problems because system doesn't understand and maybe sometimes get confused. So no need to type file name or file ending in the file names. If you don't see file name, you can turn it on for professional use, turn it on, show it to see the file end. If you don't see or you don't want to see, so just hide it here on this location. Okay, software we discussed. Next part is creating accounts. So regarding accounts, Autodesk, Clockify, Microsoft Planner, Trimble Connect, all these accounts should have nice photo, nice description, and yeah. So please, till next time, till next week, finish your profiles. Search information. So for information search, first always go to the main content creator. So the main source for information should be not in Google, not in YouTube. It should be in Autodesk page, Autodesk Knowledge Network. And here you can find a lot of learning material, a lot of training material, videos, and so on. And this is from the first source of information. So it means Autodesk creates apps, programs, so we know best how to provide training or learning materials. So please go here, select training, learning, and get all the information from here. Of course, you can go to other platforms, Google, YouTube, and so on. So for video training material, I have YouTube channel. In YouTube channel, you go to videos and you just type here, let's say I want to draw walls, and you type walls, and in here I provide all the instructions how to draw walls. So I try to divide each lesson into small 5, 3, 2 minutes video and show basic functions of the tool, how it works, what you can do it. And in here you can see, if you open, you have hashtags, you can jump through hashtags, and of course you can read some more information. You see beginners, getting started, architect, Revit, and let's say you can click hashtag Revit training, and you will get training from my course, also training from other courses, and by clicking and using hashtags, you can jump through the courses. And if you click Revit, you can see a lot of course providers. So I like OC BIM Guru. It's very powerful YouTuber on Revit platform. Balkan Architect is also very powerful YouTuber regarding Revit topic, and of course you can find maybe more useful content. So information is a lot, so I try to summarize some information provided on my course, and of course Vilnius Tech Library. Here you can find books, standards, and other content. Also on Facebook I have special group for BIM topic, BIM Burel is called, so about 260 members here, so it's private group. If you want to discuss some BIM related or project topics, you can also ask to join to this group. Next important part, till next week you need to make Revit program ready for work. So if you use class computers, in class computers we have Revit. If you use your personal computer, follow the tips here and install the installation. Later I will put maybe some links to videos, and you can find video information here also. Project common data environment. So about common data environment, you can read more in here. In BIM execution plan, what is common data environment, how it works, what you need to do, and how to use it. So please check it out. And Trimble Connect is our BIM common data environment. About plan, we discussed. About video, YouTube's discussed. Work environment or work in progress preparation. So all these platforms, what you can see, I prepared for you, so you don't need to do any part. So all the things are prepared for you. Main task is to prepare work in progress tools and platforms. So now if you go to Trimble Connect, you have a folder structure here. Let's say explore. You have nice folder structure for project, documentation, tasks, shared, published documents. In documentation, you have template schedules and so on. So the same folder structure you should create in your Windows Explorer location. Go maybe to documents, create new folder, type 0, projects. This folder, because we are using 0, by the naming, it will jump and be always on the top. So in here, you create the course, use the course name. How to select, okay, copy, and create new folder for this course. And inside course, you create folders for the same folder structure. If you use the same rules, the same structure, it will be easier for you to find information, organize information, do all the modeling and other things. Don't save any information on desktop. Desktop is like desktop here, the table. So if you put a lot of mess here, so it will be messy, a lot of stuff, and you will lose everything, and then a big problem. So my recommendation, all the documents, all the things should have its place. If it's, let's say, jacket has this place to put it and to hold the jackets. So if you have document, it goes to the project, it goes to the exact project folder, and you should organize nicely your computer space also. Next part, literature. For literature, you can also check it out. My BIM Building Information Modeling books page in Pinterest. So in here, I try to collect all the existing BIM books from around the world and put them in with nice images to show you how much information and how much content is about BIM topic. So here you can see useful recommendations for books. Main books or main literature information for us will be standards, international standards, ISO standards, European standards, and maybe some Lithuanian standards. So in here you can see a standard name, and you can access these standards from our library page. So organization of information about construction works and so on. So all the standard lists which regulates the BIM project, documentation, drawings, so are provided here. So you should follow and check it out, all the standards. And basic literature, if I click literature, so I have some basic books. Some are in English, some are in Lithuanian, so check it out for English books. And let's say books how to draw building, BIM buildings, mastering Autodesk Revit. So most of these books are in our library. You can go to library, you can read. I think in our library, also in the main building, we can find some Autodesk Revit books also. And maybe some books are in online ebooks library also. And next part, let's remember what you forgot. So we have additional task on our assignments. So we finished the reflection feedback part, and we have preparation works. So here is the list of all the works you need to do till the next week. So like I mentioned, Revit preparation, work in progress, literature. So like I mentioned, you just need to check it out, look where is in the material provided, locations, introduce yourself to all this content. And next part is, let's remember what we forgot. So this task is to see what is knowledge level of CAD-based drawings. So here I provide AutoCAD template file, and your task is to complete the sheet and the drawing print it in different formats, and also finish the drawing. Yeah.
I tried to open this file on weekend. It said that the version of AutoCAD was
too high.
Old.
Too old.
I updated it to the newest one, and still said that it's too old.
Okay, let's see. Maybe okay, technical issues. Great. So. So let's use AutoCAD. Yes, open.
Did it open?
Okay, so I click new, and in new, okay, it automatically grabs the template file. So I need to click here and create browse template. So it means I need to select template for my project. I go to the downloaded files. I think downloaded. I select the template file. I click open. And it shows empty space. Okay, yes, so it means something is not good. So I will try to update the file. Strange. Okay. Okay, so thanks for your comments. So today I will upgrade the file, and I hope it will work nicely. Yeah, and this task will not be like graded. It's the main task of this task is to see what you remember from last courses, from other CAD courses. So I will see your level of knowledge. So maybe during my course, I need to remind you some nice stuff, how to do, how to draw, and so on. So it's important for me to see all the picture, what level of knowledge you have left from the last semester. Okay, so let's finalize, I think. Let's look if I have any additional things here. No. And collaboration space, yes, so about teams, so we discussed. And so week number 2 is for preparation. Week number 3, we will jump to the concept project creation. And for the concept project creation, we will use FormIt tool. FormIt. So it's like analog of SketchUp, but it's created by Autodesk, and it works also in the web browser. You don't need to install anything. And in this app, we will be able to create a concept project of our main project. So here you can see. Okay. Skip, and here you can see I can create concept, nice concept, and later I can push this concept back to the main Revit program and continue my work on my main project in my main program. So we will try to use this tool for first lab work. Okay, so for this part, it's finished. So don't forget to push stop on the clock. So now I can click stop, and this lecture is finished. I understand we will need to go out from this class because other students will come here. Some issues or problems. So